All right, we are going to take this into a whole lot of twisting today. We're taking it towards side crow. So a lot of crosswise movement back and forth, of course, and a lot of lengthening from one side to the next. And keep in mind, the lengthening is part of the twist. It's going to make it much more effective. So just feel things out. This is very much a side body flow rather than just simply twisting, though, of course, we're going to be twisting at different levels of the spine. So just feel things out as we go through this. And I have one demonstration before we begin, which is side crow itself. So what we're going to do here, coming into your side crow, is you're going to actually, we're going to come into this at the very end of each sequence here once we're in the main part of the flow. And you're going to take this from a toe squat. So you're going to be standing at the front of the mat, hands on your hips. You can put your hands wherever you like, whatever keeps you balanced. But I want you to keep your legs together, squeeze them together. So the inner thighs are engaging. You're pulling the ankles toward each other because the toes are going to be on the floor and your heels are going to be lifted. Dig down in your toes and really work to keep the ankles pulling toward each other. That's going to help you keep your balance. Stay grounded, pressing your big toes. Now, try to keep your torso upright as best you can. So use your core so you don't have to lean forward here. Try to keep your hands on your hips and then go slow. As your toes dig down, keep your heels lifted, legs squeeze toward each other as your knees go forward. And I want you to take it slow. Make this movement as light and controlled as you can, coming down to sitting on your heels. And then once you're down, bring your hands down to the floor. And you're going to turn your knees to one side or the other, and I'll tell you which. But right here, I'm going to turn my knees over to my left side and keep my right hand down. Now, the twist is what matters, whether or not you come into the full pose, keep in mind. So work the deep twist. If that's as far you want to take things, just stay there. So from here, my right hand's going to stay down. I'm going to inhale my left arm high and bring the elbow down into my right thigh and try to get that elbow close to the hip rather than by the knee. All right, so get in deep and really work this as best you can. Press the elbow into your thigh, lengthen out your spine. Again, find that length as you move into the twist. Open your chest to the front as best you can. And then if you just want to hold here and breathe, this is good enough. Work the twist, work the tension of the shape as you're here. Now, if you're going to take this even further into the arm balance, you're going to maintain the twist with that arm pressing into your leg, but you got to be able to bring your palm down to the floor. Once you set that hand down, the second hand comes down in line with the first, and then dig down your fingertips, lift your hips up a little bit probably, shoulders forward, pull the elbows in, and then lean forward, and that forward lean is what's going to lift your feet. You want to look forward rather than just simply rounding down. You bring your head forward rather than just down to the floor. Now you can balance this with the legs tucked, that's both knees bent, maybe extend both legs to one side, maybe scissor it out. You can cross the legs. You can just lengthen one leg. There's a whole bunch of variations you can work from here. So just feel things out. Take it to where you like. You can change the variations as we go through each sequence. So just work that as best you can and see how far you want to go with this. And if all you want is a twist, get yourself deep into that twist and work it as much as you can, because that's the whole point of coming into that pose. And just keep that in mind. All right, so get this started. Go ahead and come down onto your back. And then to start this out, bring your knees into your chest and just squeeze down for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip and bring your arms out to the sides with the palms opened up toward the ceiling. Keep your arms loose. We're going to take legs up the wall, but without using a wall here. So go ahead, extend your legs straight up toward the ceiling. Now, you don't have to force your legs straight, keep in mind. So if your legs are tight, you can always keep a bend in the knees, but keep your ankles stacked over your hips. If you want to straighten completely, point your toes toward the ceiling. Go ahead, lock your knees. But keep your belly in. Let the low back sink down toward the floor. And then relax your shoulders down as well. And then when it's ready here, just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then when you're ready, start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, just open your eyes. And then bring your feet down to the floor. And just set the feet about hips-width distance apart. Move slowly here to begin. So with your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale, curl this forward. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and keep reaching forward. Take it back and forth. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl this forward. Now with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then just stay here with the arms reaching past your head. We're going to take this a little bit differently. So keep the right arm reaching past your head. Bring your left arm down to your side, palm to the floor. And then lift your left foot, extend your left leg forward or away from you. And then lift your head and shoulders. We'll take it back and forth, bringing the right elbow to your left knee. So with an inhale, just stretch this out. And with the exhale, squeeze into center, elbow to knee. Inhale, go ahead, extend this out. Exhale, right elbow to left knee again. Inhale, extend that long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch this out. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, extend that long. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time like this. And then with your next inhale, extend this out. And then relax your head, set the left foot down, run the right arm down to your side. And reverse it. Left arm reaches past your head. Lift your right foot and extend that right leg away from you. And then with your head lifted, take an inhale. Exhale, curl this in, left elbow to right knee this time. Inhale, extend this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend this out. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, extend that long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend this out. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now with your next inhale, extend this out long. And then bring the left arm to your side. Set the right foot down on the floor. I'll take a little bit more twisting here while we're down. So right foot stays down. Extend your left leg high. Now belly pulled in, low back down. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and reach out with both arms. And we're going to take this back and forth, reaching and twisting one arm at a time. Now work the twist so you're reaching from the shoulders rather than just your hands. And we'll go back and forth on my count, starting with your left hand. So bring it up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on one, keep reaching with your right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Now once your left foot's down, switch it out, extend your right leg high. Now stack the right ankle above the right hip. You can bend the knee if you need to. But lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach up with both arms. And again, work the twist, reaching from your shoulders, and start with the right hand this time. So bring it up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on one, keep reaching with that left shoulder high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring the right foot down. Arms to your sides. Just fold your knees right and left loosely for a moment here. And just loosen up your midsection. And then go ahead, bring this back to center. Set both feet flat. I want to set up for a variation of bridge. The feet are still hips width, but bring the heels in close. Close enough to your seat that you start with your low back basically flat. Now with an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head and just keep reaching. Bring your shoulders down, backs of the hands to the floor, and keep the arms pressed down. Keep your gaze high. Let's just go up and down. So with an inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine back down. Inhale, lift this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Now inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting like this. And to take it further, dig your heels down, try to pull them toward your shoulders, and keep your hips pressing high. Now as you hold your hips up from here, just bring your arms down to your sides, palms to the floor. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll your spine down. Now once you're down, I want to take another variation from here. So with your arms at your sides, just bend the elbows, bring the forearms up to vertical. Curl your hands into fists. Now keep the fists clenched and your elbows pressing down. Now from here, step the left foot toward the center of the mat. And then cross the right leg loosely over the left. Bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Now think of this as a loose version of an eagle bind. There should be some open space underneath your bent right leg. Keep the legs pushing into each other. Try to keep the knees in line front to back. And we'll go up and down like this. So with an inhale, press into that left foot, lift your hips and squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift up high again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, just lift one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Try to point that right knee straight up. The legs are pushing into each other. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it down. Switch it out. Right foot to the floor toward the center of the mat. Cross the left leg loosely over the right. Bring the left ankle past the right thigh. Now keep the legs pressing into each other again so the knees stay in line front to back. And keep your elbows pressing down. Now with an inhale, press into the right foot. Lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift up again, and then exhale, lower. Now inhale, press up one more time, hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep pointing that left knee straight up and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back down. Once you're down, release the cross. Bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze things in. And then lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And as you curl in, go ahead and cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. And then come further your hands in all fours. Now from all fours, let's just move around here for a moment. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers. Let the shoulders and hips move side to side and just feel things out. And let go, bring this into center in all fours. Now I want to take this into the wrists. So from all fours, just keep your hips stacked over your knees and then walk your hands over to the right side. So right hand forward to the right knee, left hand forward to the right, and you're twisting toward the side of the mat. Now with your palms down, rotate the fingers of the right hand toward the right knee and then toward the midline. Rotate the left hand away from the right and toward the midline of the mat as well. Now spread your fingers wide, dig your fingertips down, grip the mat. And with your body in this light twist like this, move the shoulders and hips side to side even as you're gripping. And just feel that stretch move through the wrists and up into the forearms. Now, if you want to take this further, keep moving side to side, but bend the elbows and bring more weight forward to the arms. And that's just the option here. Take it to where you need to. And then slowly come up onto the fingertips, walk your hands through center, come over to your left side. Left hand forward to the left knee, right hand forward to the left, palms down. Rotate your left hand fingertips toward the knee and then toward the center of the mat. Right hand rotates away from the left and then towards center as well. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down. And again, as you're gripping, move your shoulders and hips side to side and just feel the stretch of the wrists here. Now, if you want to take it deeper, keep moving, but bend the elbows and bring more weight forward to the arms. Just take it to where you need to. And then go ahead, come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands back into center, come back to all fours. Now, I want to take another wrist stretch here, but we're going to work one hand at a time. Keep your hips stacked over your knees, and then slide the right hand to the middle of the mat and a little bit further left. So this is moving to the side. I want you to flip your right hand over, back of the hand down. The palm faces up, and the fingertips point toward the left side of the mat. Be sure that right hand's moved to the left side. We're going to take this to a version of side plank. So I want you to set the left hand on top of the right to flatten it out. Keep the right hand tense with your fingertips pressing down. Maybe just stay here and circle your shoulder over your wrist. And that could be good enough. But if you want to take it further, step the left foot behind the right so the left hip lifts above the right and just hold. Keep the right hand tense. And if you want to go further still, go ahead and lift that left foot up off the floor. Now, if you can move with this, take an inhale. And with the exhale, squeeze in left elbow to left knee. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Inhale the left leg back. And then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then extend your left leg back. Bring that knee down. And then go ahead, release the right hand, shake it out for a moment. And I'm just going to turn for the camera. We're going to take this to the other side. So when you're ready, keep the hips stacked over your knees again. Slide the left hand over to the right, past the midline of the mat. And then flip the hand over. Back of the hand down, palms faces up, and then point the fingers toward the right edge. Now set the right hand down on the left to help flatten it out, but keep the fingertips pressing into the floor. Maybe stay here and circle the shoulder over the wrist, and that could be good enough. Now, if you want to take it further, go ahead, step the right foot behind the left and let your hips open up to the side. And if you can take it further still, lift the right foot up off the floor. Now, if you want to move with this, keep your balance, keep that left hand tense and the fingertips pressing down, but pull the right knee forward toward the right elbow. And extend the right leg back. Knee to right elbow again. And extend the leg back. Knee to right elbow one more time. And extend back one more time. And then bring the right knee down. Release your left hand. And then just come down onto your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Now, once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And let's take this into a forearm plank. So go ahead and bring both forearms down. Now, once you set this up, see that the elbows are about shoulder width distance apart. And then step your feet back, feet about hips width distance, but heels are lifted, bring your body into line. And just keep your core engaged, keep your spine lifted. Now, I want to take this as a forearm side plank. So I want you to roll your heels over to the right, come up onto your left hand, keep your hips high. You can always stay here. Now, if you can take it further, reach your left arm past your head, stretch out long, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink your hips down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, bring it down one more time. Inhale, lift up and reach. Now come into center, bring your left forearm down, lift your heels. And then take it the other way. Bring your heels to the left side, come up onto your right hand. Hips are still high. Now reach your right arm past your head if you're going to take it further. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, sink your hips and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, sink this down. Inhale, lift and reach. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up and reach. And then with the exhale, sink down one more time. Inhale, lift up and reach. Come back to center, back to the forearm plank. And then take it to the other side again. Roll your heels right, come up onto your left hand. Hips are high. Now take this a little bit differently here. The left leg is higher than the right, but I want you to step the left foot behind the right and keep your feet staggered. Hips are still lifted, reach your left arm high. Now let's twist from here. Take an inhale, reach that left arm, and with the exhale, reach underneath. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist one more time. Now come back to center. Left forearm down. Step the left foot to the left edge of the mat. And take it the other way. Roll your heels left and come up onto the right hand. Keep your hips lifted. Now step the right foot behind your left. Hips are still high. And then reach your left arm up toward the ceiling. Now twist from here. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach underneath. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist one more time. Now come back to center. Right forearm down. Back to your forearm plank. And then go ahead and set your knees down. Come up onto your hands. Come into all fours. Take a moment here and breathe. And then one more thing before we move on. Go ahead, bring your legs together. So knees to touch, feet to touch as well. And while you're down like this, tuck the toes of both feet. Now walk your hands in close, more or less in line with your knees, but keep your spine rounded. And then with the toes tucked, go back and forth. Pull the knees in toward your chest. And then touch your knees down to the floor. And keep moving back and forth just to stretch out the soles of your feet for a moment with your toes digging down. Now the next time you lift your knees, keep them lifted like this. And then walk your hands in, bring your torso upright, and find your balance here in this toe squat. Now bring your torso upright, hands to heart center. And draw the shoulders back, keep your chest open. You always set your hands down. Just keep the legs squeezing toward each other. And while your heels are lifted, squeeze the ankles toward each other as well. Now work your balance further. Try to lift straight up and hover your seat about 1 foot above your heels. Now keep lifting, come about halfway to standing. Bring it up all the way, straighten your legs, heels stay high, legs squeezing toward each other. And bring it back down a little easier here. Go ahead, bend the knees, come down to about halfway and just hold. Keep your spine tall, sink down, try to hover about 1 foot above your heels. And then come all the way down back to the toe squat where you started. Now work the twist, left hand down at your side, inhale the right arm high. And with the exhale, bring the right elbow down past your left thigh. Now press into the thigh. Open your chest to the side as much as you can, lengthen your spine. If you want to go deeper, right hand flat to the floor, left hand lines up with the right. Now grip the mat, look forward, lift your hips, shoulders forward, bend the elbows. Just see if you can lean enough to lift your right foot for a moment. And then step the right foot down. Now turn back to center. And let's take it on the other side. So right hand set at your side. Inhale the left arm high this time. And with the exhale, bring the left elbow down past the right thigh. Now lengthen out your spine. Open up your chest to the side as far as you can. And if you want to go further, bring the left palm down. Right hand sets in line with the left. Now grip the mat. Look forward. Start to lean. Maybe lift your hips. Shoulders forward. Pull the elbows in. And see about leaning enough just to lift that left foot for a moment. And then turn back to center. Come back to the toe squat. Legs squeezing toward each other, heels up high. Bring your torso upright, hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, release. Bring your hands down, bring your knees down, come into all fours. And once you're down, just loosen things up. Probably shake your feet out a little bit. And just feel things out. Now you can just stay here and breathe and take a break, and that's good enough. But if you want to take another stretch, that's fine. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Now when you're moving your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Keep that long upward reach of the hips. And engage your core, pulling the belly around the lower ribs, hips still pressing high. If your legs are tight, go ahead, bend the knees and let that go. And if you want to stay loose, you can pedal out and just let your hips move side to side. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, you can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, but then just restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready here with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And now with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with straight spine. Put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Pressing the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides. Lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And then let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then work to lift this up a little bit higher still. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stand the tops of your feet. And then keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to help deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift up with the arms. Lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take a deep inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up out of down dog. Now pedal out here. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle, pay attention to your stance. Feet not too wide within hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And let's bind this low. Bring the right arm across your low back. And at the left side, bring your palms together. Now interlace your fingers, pull the palms together, keep the shoulders drawn back and keep your chest open. And then focus the weight on the right foot and lift your left heel. Left leg forward, dip your big toe down. And then draw a semicircle all the way back with that left big toe. And then arc it forward from here. All the way back with the left big toe again. And then bring the left big toe forward. Left big toe all the way back one more time. Now stay here. Press into the right foot. Lift that left foot up off the floor and just hold your balance. Now you can stay more upright. It's a version of Warrior 3, but if you want to go deeper, you can hinge from the right hip, maybe bend the right knee. But keep your hips level, keep your gaze forward, and keep your lifted body in line. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release both hands down, left foot sets behind you, low lunge. Now from your low lunge, we're going to take this into a side plank. The left hand is your base. Now roll to the outside edge of the left foot side, the right foot back. And take the version of the pose that works here. You can keep the right foot down or left knee down or stack your legs. Reach your right arm high and keep your hips lifted. And then if you want to take it further here, we're going to twist. So step the right foot behind the left to stagger the legs like this. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just reach underneath. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist one more time. Then bring the right hand forward, right foot forward, come back to low lunge. Now from here, bring your left knee down, take a kneeling lunge. Left foot flat behind. Now legs at about 90 degrees. Hands to hips, bring your torso upright so everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Now hips are still squared forward. Right hip back, left hip forward. Push into the right foot, kick the left foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, elbows out wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open up, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up high, look forward. Exhale, open up one more time and hold. Now draw the shoulder blades toward each other, let your head fall back, keep breathing. And we'll take this with a little bit of a twist as well. So left hand comes to your chest, reach your right hand back toward your left heel. You don't have to touch it, but look down the length of the right arm. Keep your left foot kicking down, keep your left hip pressing forward and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach up high. Exhale, hands to your hips. Now lean forward toward the right foot, tuck the toes to the left. And then lift your left knee and set the left foot flat. We'll take this to a Warrior 1. So deep bend to the right knee, left leg straight, both feet are flat with the left foot pointed to the side a little bit. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Be sure you can square your hips to the front and sink your weight straight down. Now keep this stance. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing, keep that shoulder pulled back. And we'll go back and forth twisting here. Bring the left arm across your body, press to the right thigh. Inhale, back to center, reach the left arm up. Exhale, twist again, left arm into the right thigh. Inhale, come back upright, reach up. And with the exhale, one more time, left arm past the right thigh. Now hold your twist, keep the left hip pulling forward. Draw your right shoulder back and look back. And this is good enough. If you want to go deeper, you can slide that left arm further down past the right leg. Deeper still, maybe straight in the right leg, but keep the right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward, and keep the right shoulder drawn back. Keep breathing. Now take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bring your torso upright, hands to your hips, turn back to center. And then bring the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel. When you're ready, come to standing with your left knee high. Find your balance here and dig that right big toe down into the floor. Now once you got your balance, we're going to take Dancer with a reverse grip. So line the left knee up the right and reach back with your right hand. Take hold of the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you got that grip, just kick in your hand. Left arm high, palm forward. And then lean forward against the tension of the kick. Now draw the right shoulder forward to help lift the left knee. Keep looking forward the whole time. And just take this down as deep as you can still balance. Keep breathing here. Keep that right big toe on the floor. All right, with your next inhale, bring yourself upright. Left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then switch this out. Set your left foot down and come to standing with your right knee high. Now ground to the left big toe until you have your balance. And then once you're ready, take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing, keep that shoulder drawn back. With your left hand, take hold of the right knee. Now pull that knee up high and bring it in close, stand tall. If you can go further, put a little bend in the left knee, start to lean back, but keep your gaze forward. Now just hold your balance here, but if you want to go further still, you can reach the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, and then maybe extend that right leg forward and up. Take it the way you can, keep yourself upright, keep breathing here. All right, with your next inhale, just bring yourself upright. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then set the right foot down next to the left. Just stand tall. Now, for me, we'll take it into that toe squat. So squeeze your legs together, lift your heels up, keep the ankles squeezing toward each other. Keep looking forward, hold your spine upright. Now go slow, let your knees go forward as they bend. And bring yourself down with control. Take it slowly, all the way down to sitting on your heels. And then once you're down, hands to the floor, turn your knees over to your left side. And we'll work into the twist. So right hand stays down. Inhale your left arm high. And with the exhale, bring the left elbow past the right thigh. Now open your chest to the front of the mat as far as you can. Lengthen your spine. Good enough if you just want the twist. If you're going to go to the arm balance, bring the left palm down flat. Set the right hand in line with the left. And then shoulders forward. Lift your hips. Pull the elbows back. Keep leaning forward. Keep looking forward to lift your feet to tip into the pose. Take it the way you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it through your vinyasa. Once you're moving you down, dog, just breathe. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, feet within hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then take that low bind. Left arm crosses your low back, palm face away. At the right side, bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and keep your shoulders drawn back like this. And then focus forward on the left foot and lift your right heel. Right leg forward, dip the big toe down. Draw that semicircle all the way back with the right big toe. And then bring it to the front. Right big toe all the way back again. And then bring it forward. Right big toe back one more time, hold here. Push into the left foot to lift the right foot up off the floor. Now keep your hips squared, keep the shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward. And this is your warrior three. Now if you want to take it deeper, you can hinge on the left hip, maybe bend the left knee, but keep your hips squared, keep your lifted body in line, and keep your gaze forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, right foot down behind your low lunge. Now from your low lunge to your side plank on this side, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, slide the left foot back. You could have one foot down, one knee down, or stack your legs, reach your left arm high, and maybe stay here. Now if you want to take it further, step the left foot behind the right, stagger your legs, and we'll go back and forth twisting. Take an inhale. With the exhale, reach the left arm underneath. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Inhale the left arm high. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist one more time. Now bring your left hand forward, left foot forward, come back to your low lunge. And then set the right knee down, take a kneeling lunge. Right foot flat behind, both legs about 90 degrees. Hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring yourself all the way upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up. Root down to the left foot, kick the right foot down, keep your hips pressing forward. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, elbows out wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up, look forward. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, open up, elbows wide, and hold this time. Now keep your shoulder blades squeezing toward each other, keep breathing. And then just take it slow, right hand to your chest. Reach that left hand back toward the right heel and look down the length of your left arm. Right foot kicking down, hips are still pressing forward. Just breathe here as you twist open to your left. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach up high. Exhale, hands to your hips. Now bring the weight to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right. Now put the weight to the left foot and lift the right knee, set the right foot flat and come into your warrior one. Deep bend the left knee, right leg straight, both feet flat with the right foot pointed to the side a little bit. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back, and keep the hips squared. Now take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing away, keep the shoulder pulled back. Inhale your right arm high, and then with the exhale, come across, right arm past your left thigh. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale, twist right arm past your left thigh. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale one more time, right arm past the left thigh and hold. Draw the left shoulder back, look over your left shoulder, keep the right hip pulling forward. And then if you want to go deeper, you can slide that right arm further down past your left leg. Deeper still, you can straighten the left leg, pulling that left hip back and drawing that right hip forward. Keep breathing here. With your next inhale, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips, square this forward. And then put the weight to the left foot, come forward and come to standing with your right knee high. Now dig in your left big toe, find your balance. And then once you're stable, line the right knee over the left and reach back with your left hand, find the inside edge of the right foot. Once you've got that grip, kick in your hand, line up your knees. And then right arm high, palm forward. Kick into your left hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick, pull your left shoulder forward to lift the right knee, keep your gaze forward. And just take this to where you can, keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself back upright, hands to hips, right knee lifted for a moment. And then switch it out. The right foot's going to be your base. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now dig down with the right big toe. Once you're ready, take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing, keep that shoulder drawn back. With your right hand, take hold of your left knee. Now pull that knee up high and bring it in close, just stand tall. If you can go deeper, bend the right knee and start to lean this back. Keep looking forward. Deeper still, right hand to the outside of the left foot. Maybe extend that left leg forward and up, but just take things to where you can and keep yourself balanced, keep yourself upright. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to your hips, left knee still lifted for a moment. And then set the left foot down next to the right. Now keep your legs squeezing toward each other. Just bring yourself up tall, shoulders pull back. And let's take it to the toe squat again. So lift your heels up, keep the ankles squeezing toward each other. And take it slow. As the knees bent, let them move forward. Try to keep your spine vertical as best you can. And very slowly come down all the way to your heels. Now once you're down, hands to the floor. Turn your knees over to the right side this time. Left hand stays down. Inhale the right arm high. With the exhale, move into that twist. Right elbow presses to the left thigh. Now lengthen out your spine. Open your chest to the front as far as you can. Maybe just stay here and breathe. If you want the arm balance, right palm flat. Left hand lines up the right. Look forward. Now lift the hips, shoulders forward. Pull the elbows in. Lean forward and tip forward to lift your feet. Keep the gaze forward. Keep breathing here. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment here, paddle out and breathe. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your knees all the way down to the mat. And then from all fours, bring your legs out from underneath you and come down onto your back. Now once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze things in tight. And then go ahead and release your grip and bring your feet to the floor. Now we're just going to take one long round of back bending here. I'll start this with bridge and lead into wheel. And just take it as far as you like. You can always just stay in one pose or the other. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close enough that you start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and hold that lift. Now keep the hips lifting. This is good enough, but hold the tension. But if you want to deepen your bridge, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace the fingers. Maybe pull the palms together. Maybe work your shoulders further behind your back. And keep your chest open like this. Keep lifting up. If you can go deeper still, if you're able to reach, you can hold the ankles. And use that grip to lift this up even more. Now if you want to go from bridge to wheel, keep your hips up high like this, but release your hands. Hands around your head, elbows high. Now press into your palms. When you're ready, you can lift to the top of your head. And then whenever you're ready, straighten the arms. Hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat, keep your glutes squeezing. You can always lift your heels up in either pose if it's too much on the low back. But hold that tension, particularly in the glutes and around the shoulder blades. Let the front of the body lengthen out and keep your breathing long and smooth here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring everything back down to the mat. Once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and squeeze in. Now when you're ready, lift your head and shoulders, curl up into this, bring your nose close to your knees, and then cross at the ankles. Now go ahead, roll forward to a seat. Come further to your hands in all fours, and go ahead, step back to your down dog. And then once you come into down dog, we're going to take this into half pigeon. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, set the left knee down, flatten your left foot behind you, but keep your left hip pulling forward and both hips sinking straight down toward the floor. Keep your hips squared. Look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright like this. You can go further toward the back bend. If you want to just melt down, you come down to the forearms, maybe sink down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now and breathe into this. Now from here, if your hands are forward, bring them in close. When you're ready, just draw your belly in and press your hips back. Stack them over your left knee. We're going to take Gomukhasana. So slide the right foot out to the left side so the right knee comes into center. Cross your legs and pull the left knee forward. Now bring your feet out wide as your legs are squeezing. Come down to sitting between your heels. And just give yourself a moment to feel this out. Bring both sit bones down to the floor. Now to take the arm bind from below, cross your low back with your right arm, and with your left hand, reach back and grip what you can, the wrist, the elbow, anything in between. But draw that right shoulder back, keep your chest open like this, sit up tall. And if you're able to take it further, if you want the full bind, right hand up between the shoulder blades, left arm comes from above. And see about finding that grip somewhere in between. Now keep your shoulders drawn back, sit this up tall. And then keep your legs squeezing, keep your feet pressing down into the floor, and just work the options that you can here in this pose. Keep breathing with this. Now take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just release your arm bind. Set both hands down behind you. Lean back, untangle your legs. And then just cross at the ankles, come forward your hands, and step back to down dog. When you're ready, take it to the other side. With an inhale, raise your left leg high behind. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist and ankle, somewhere behind the right. Now bring the right knee down, right foot flat behind you. Pull the right hip forward and keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down here and keep your hips squared. Look for some of that stretch on the left side. Now you can stay upright like this. You can go toward the back bend. You can melt it down. Just take it to where you need to and just breathe into this here. All right, again from here, if your hands are forward, bring them in close. And then go ahead, pull your belly and back the hips up over your right knee. Slide the left foot right, bring that left knee to center and cross your legs. Pull the right knee in tight behind the left. Now bring your feet out wide, and as your legs are squeezing, come down to sitting between your heels again. And give yourself a moment to set this up and sit upright. And then for the arm bind, left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your right hand, reach back and you find the wrist, the elbow, anything in between, but draw that left shoulder back, keep your chest open. And if you're going to take it to the full bind, bring the left hand up between the shoulder blades. Right arm comes from above. And again, find that grip somewhere in between. Shoulders back, keep your spine tall, and keep your legs squeezing and your feet pressing into the floor. Keep breathing with this. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, release your arm bind again. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle your legs. And this time, come all the way down to your back. So once you're down, bring your knees back into your chest, squeeze everything in. And let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Now stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor, outside your ribs, and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now work to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. And if you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And if you're going to take it further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with your exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And then just let yourself move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then draw things back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then just ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Now take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. And I thank you for joining class. Namaste.